Hello everybody, this is Sonya. Now, I'm coming in now for the fourth time to do this, because every time I go to do it, something goes wrong. Somebody comes in, somebody makes a louder noise, or I make a mistake, and usually this is not good. Okay, now, I'm not here today. I'm here today because I'm not here on Sunday. Here's Monday, okay? Right. Every time I go to do this, there's something else happening, and I'm not feeling well. I've got to go somewhere, and I just do not get this done, okay? So I want to try and just keep on going on with this book, bring it from time to time. In between what I'm doing, you know, besides that. Well, the biggest mess in you ever did see, and when I say that, people say to you, it's okay to have a messy craft room. You know what? I'm going to take a video of it after I do this, and I'm going to just show you what it's like, and it is not okay. There is no actual, well, there's a little tiny bit of rubbish in a bag, but the rest of this stuff to me is all my good things, okay? And I have a bad habit of never putting a good thing away. I'll do that later. And I just need to, get inspired to do that, and I will. I'll get myself onto it. As soon as the weather gets a bit better, I'm blaming that now, okay? Instead of blaming myself, I'm going to blame the weather, because I feel really down when it's cold and everything hurts, and, you just don't want to do anything, do you? But anyway, so, now, I'm going to show you today feather stitch. Now, that's along here. And this is just a piece of calico that I tore off my other pieces of calico, and to give that fluffy edge. Now I'm going to do this a bit larger than what I did that other stitching that I showed you, because I don't fall down, because I hope people can see it. I was worried about that last time. But anyway, so you're going to come up through the back, you're going to get yourself a piece of thread. You can use cotton, you can use embroidery thread. I've got a piece of crochet thread like this, honey red. I like to use this pearl cotton. It is called a pearl cotton. People use it for crochet. You can do it for sewing, knitting, anything you want to do with it. It's pretty, it's good to use. So anyway, so what you want to do is you want to come back up here to where you're next to it, like that. So this is a feather stitch, okay? Maybe because you can do it sort of so it looks like a feather if you, I don't know, we'll just go for this to start with. Alright, so you come over to the side here, and you just go into there. Now I'm doing this in red, which is something I would not probably use as a rule, but it was only because I wanted to show you how it works, okay? And then you can go and do whatever colour or whatever sort you want to do yourself. Alright, so I'm doing it on this tiny little strip here. And I didn't want to actually make another full book of bits and pieces, because I've already got enough bits and pieces around. So I don't mind showing you these bits and pieces, okay? Now I'm getting really large there, you see. I'm going really large. But what I want to do now, I'm going to try and take it as small as I can, like on this, well, so that you can still see it. But you can bring it down like this too, so you can go real little, and you can come over here and come up near the bottom of it. When I say the bottom of it, come up near the base of where that is, and then near the base of where that part is, and go down, right? So you can do it like this. Alright, and you can keep going that way, or you can take it back over, and you can go in this direction. Wrap it around there. I'm running out of string now. String, thread. So you can go back over this way. So you want to put that at the base of there. Try and keep whatever you're doing like reasonably the same size, unless of course you want to do what I did and go from large to a small stitch. Woo, I forgot to hook that round there. Got him. So you go on like that, see, in a pattern. Or what you can do is do what I just did to start with. You can just go straight down like that, okay? But it's very easy to do, and it looks very effective, and you can just put it into anything. And I'll just show you now what you can, or something else you can do with it. There's a lot of stitches that, I'll just cut that off there because I don't get hooked in everything. I should have ended it off, but this is for demonstration purposes only, and I'll better catch that needle before I lose it. When I go, let me see, I need a bead needle, because I'm going to show you now what you could do with it. There's lots of different things to do with lots of different stitches, like different ways to use them. And that's another thing that I probably need to show you as I'm going along, all the different ways you can make work for you. Now I'm just trying to open this without spilling them everywhere. I've got a little batch of beads here. Now, if you got a thing that you want to put a bead on, so you're just going to come up at the top of that there. Now I'll put a white one on, hey, so you can see him. Come here, you. A white bead. Now this is not, maybe you won't be able to see it's white. It's on, okay, righto. I'm going towards the khaki colours if I don't do it like that, aren't I? Oh well, let's put a white one on. I'm sure you can see the bead. And we're just going to go back down in there without going through your finger. Oh, that hurts, you know. There we go. And we're going to come up again, and we're going to get the bead, and we're going to put it through the bead again and fasten it down really good. Make sure you pull your thread tight without breaking anything. If I come up here, it might be better to show you if they're up this way. There's more room, and you just put your bead on and you go back through the other side there. And I have my tummy growling at me, and that's not good. I beg my pardon. I hope this is not too bad on you. I feel really bad. I do not want to make this video again. So we come up through there, pick up a bead. Okay, come on, where are you? I need something. I hope you can see all this. But see, you can, if you're making your little flowers or anything, you want to put a little bead on the top. You can put more than one up on the top of it if you want to. Give it a bit of interest, interesting, a bit more than one thing. Okay. Now, on the other part of this, or along with it, I added buttons. Now, I think everybody knows how to sew on a button. I don't think I need to show you how to do that. You just get yourself a few buttons and put that on, and that was that piece that I had. Now, when I was doing that book, it started out as I was just started to cover paper with fabric with bits of embellishments. I thought, gee, this is good fun. I'm going to keep doing this. And I just sat there and I did whatever I liked, and it was so much fun to make that, you know. It really was. And see, people, everybody out there, you can do it yourself, you know. You can put whatever you want on your paper, and that's what happened. And then when I'd fill up one, I'd get another piece, and I'd go all crazy, and I'd do another piece. That there's really good. It's done really easy with a bit of actually, I don't know if that's burlap. It could be, and I don't have that handy, do I? Might do. I should do that bit of burlap one for you and show you how that one works. I mean, a lot of you people might here we go, might already know how to do these things, but I have a lot of new subscribers that probably can't find all the videos that I've made, or particularly find this sort of thing. Okay, so we'll have a look at that now. All right. So on that page there, it's just like, well, when I say just, we've done around the edge of the pieces of paper. We did that little button, and we did the button there. Now this is just a squished up piece of tulle, a little sequence on it, and there's a couple of beads on a bit of lace, and there's a flower, and there's a little pocket here. I won't show you a little pocket in a while. But we'll just do, so I've done a couple of those stitches there, but we'll just look at this one here for a minute, and I'll show you how to make that little nest there with the burlap. You know, to my way of thinking, I know how to do these things, but it doesn't occur to me that other people don't. Well, sometimes it doesn't occur to you. You know, you think, oh, people should know how to do that, but you know what? Not everybody does. I used to be amazed when I was young if any of my friends, I went to their place for, you know, after school, you know, whatever, and then I don't know why the subject would come up with if anybody wanted a needle or cotton. There'd be something that said about sewing or something, and somebody would say, oh, or they'd say, oh no, we don't have any think like that. They didn't know how to sew, and they never even had a pair of scissors. A lot of people didn't have a pair of scissors in their house, but cotton was definitely not a thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out some of these. I'm keeping them aside. I'm going to take a couple off the ends as well. To me, I grew up in the world with all that stuff, so it didn't occur to me that other people didn't have it, which is really strange, I suppose. Now, I did thread it back a bit. Did I do it both ways? Yes, I did. Okay, so we're going to pull these out, which is not that hard. Just pick up a bit. Just be careful. Get yourself a good something to do it with, and just. You could take it out from the end, but I think it'd be a bit hard. Give it a go. Here you go. You can too if you want to. Just depends what your burlap is like, whether it wants to play or not. You know, this game. Here, we got it. There we go. Now we're going to take some this way now, just for fun. Or this way. I'll pull a couple out this way. It just gives you a little bit of an embellishment to put. Oops, we're going to end up with nothing if we keep pulling it apart, aren't we? It'll be all visible. This bit here, I'm going to take off. Alright, cool. These things you can add to your journals, to anything that you're making, you know, because that's a little bit of a decoration, isn't it, Sonia? Okay, so now all I did was pick up these bits, because I'm going to make a little bunch of sort of weedy looking thing, I guess it might be, like a little thing of sheath of wheat. That's what it's called. So many words in the world today, isn't there? I mean, I'm sure this has been around for a long time. People call things the strangest things in different countries, and even the young ones today have the strangest words for stuff. They really do. Okay, so I've got all that there together, and now I need a stamen thing, you know, what are those things that go in flowers? And you know what? I did have them sitting here somewhere. Of course, that's always the way, isn't there? Isn't it? I did have them sitting here somewhere. Right. Righto, now let me see. Just look carefully. Okay, so after I've done this and show you my table, you will understand why I could not find anything to put on there to use. What do I do with them? Too much stuff, you can't see anything. Okay. Did you get money, Jeremy? Oh, hubby's going up the street. I suppose he's got money. He'll figure it out, I suppose. I need to... I've lost concentration, but I'm not going to restart this. Like I said, I want to keep going. Okay, right. What can we do? Well, I seen someone make stamens for flowers the other day, but you know what? We don't necessarily have to have stamens on there, do we? We can just go past that. Just go past that because I can't see them anywhere. I'll get out this little box of whatever's in here and find something in this here. Must have a flower. Do have a lot of stuff. I'm going to put that on there. That looks cool. That looks pretty. I like that. And I'm going to put on there something else. What else? There's no rules, you see, when you do these sort of things. They're really good fun to do. Oh, look at this one. This is another one of them circle things I made. That's cool. I think I made that on a washer. I do believe I made that on a washer. Okay, so if I take them out of there, I might be able to find them next time I go looking for them, eh? Oh, okay, so I've got these really nice things here that, I could have used this. Really nice little flowers here that Grace sent me, and I could use one of these little roses, or a couple of these little roses on this. Put them up there through that. Oh, that looks pretty, doesn't it? Okay, so there's one. I'll do two. No, I'm not. I'm going to do another purple one there. I'm going to do the purple one. Aren't these beautiful? Aren't they? Oh, I'll be saving them, you know. That's what's going to be happening. I'm going to be but I can't keep doing that. I have to use me things, don't I? I can't keep saving them. I'll just have things and nowhere to sit or anything. I'll have to move out of the house because I won't have anywhere for anything to go. Now I'm going to put that behind there because this is my little bunch of flowers, and I want to put a bow on the front of it, and I'm going to put that on there like that. And I do have a little container of bows. They're not there either, are they? Okay, righto. So you can sit a little bow on there, or another little flower, or a little bit of bling, maybe a butterfly might look all right. Let's have a look. But that's how I do a lot of this. It's all trial and error, isn't it? Just put on what you think looks all right, what works and what doesn't. I get that there. Set this nicely. Makes a nice little bunch of things, like so. That looks nice. That looks better. That looks pretty, doesn't it? There you go. So you can do one of those if you just want to. Okay, so in any way you like it to work, you know, whatever you think looks good for your page, whatever you want to make. Okay, so that's how I did that. Now I'll sit these there. Now just sit these there. Yes, that's what Sonya does all the time. Doesn't put them away. Right. Okay, so now we need to do another something because I think I've got plenty of time. Let me see. Should have plenty of time. It's only 16 minutes, so we've got a little bit of time left still. Okay, so let's do something else, and that might be, what did I say a while ago? I was going to show you. Actually, I do have a button here, and I want to decorate my button because that's what I've did in some of them. I've decorated some buttons. Mind you, I don't have the glue pot or the glue. I decorated the buttons like I decorated this. Okay, and that's what we need to do. We need to decorate some buttons because that is what I did in the book here. Actually, I haven't got him here somewhere. Just give us a second and I'll find it. It's in the pocket. I put it in the pocket in here. I put those things in the pocket because there's some other things we can work on as well. So the decorated button is just what it is, a decorated button. I'm going to use this side because it's blank. I'm going to use that side, and I'm going to put little bits and pieces all over it until I've covered it over, till it looks amazing, okay? Until I think it does anyway. Righto, so that's all you've got to do for that, is just put little pieces on, and I should have a few of them about. A little small, and doesn't that look amazing? That's really cool. That I love that. And I did that, and I put little bits of, and I might do a bit of gauze under this too, just for some fun. Let me see. Where's a bit of gauze? I think I've got a piece too over here. Just quietly, I do. A little bit of gauze. I've seen it in this drawer. Oh, come on now, don't do that to me. I know it was there. I've seen it earlier. I know that works, eh? When you've seen earlier. It's not actually gauze, it is a what is it, muslin, maybe? Something like that. Oh, that's something else I could use that too, couldn't I? Where did that go? I seen it and I thought, oh good, I'll have a go and do that. Now it's gone. Righto. Let's just put sitting here somewhere. It is looking at me, I know it is. Okay, let's just put a piece of lace on it first. That would look better though, don't you reckon? Oh Sonya, come on, what'd you do with it? It was here a minute ago. Oh. Everything could have been here a minute ago. Well, I like this piece. I might put this bit on behind me button, because you can use it for a button later if you want to, but I don't think I will. It's just going to be like an embellishment. And I finished, okay. And I've got to do more. I want to do more of that sort of thing. Now cut it bigger than the button, so then I can just trim it round. Nothing worse than cutting out something and you think it's the right size. When you go to put it there, it is not the right size at all. It would have been nice if this had been a bit more lacier, but that's not going to worry. Now I've got these doilies. Somebody gave to me, a lady that lives here in the town. She goes and does a lot of shopping about and garage sales and things. She gave me a big bag of bits and pieces here not long ago. And I haven't got round to taking them apart yet, but I think these are awesome, these little flowers on here. These nice crochet flowers. And so you can take these apart because, like I've said a few times, and most people would know, your crochet is only one row, one stitch, like sort of thing. So what you cut undone, the whole thing won't come apart. That's true when I get to it. Okay, see, so you can just pull off the green bits, like so. I got a bit sidetracked here, didn't we? Okay, so there we are. And then you just take that off there because it's just the stitch from before that I cut, which I can't get hold of. But that's what you do, and then you've got that little bit of crochet left if you want to use it for something else, you see. That was that was just a little bit of a look see at that. Now okay, so I want to do my button. I'm going to put on a little butterfly there. And here's a tiny little flower. I suppose this is not the container with the tiny little bits in it, I'd say, eh? Because I do have tiny little bits in lots of different things, so I'm just going to have to work my way through these pots, I suppose. Righto, let me see what else I've got here. You need a bit of bling, you need a bit of gold, you need a bit of everything to make it, you know, like it's an original bit of work by yourself. Yeah. Don't think I need that. This pink one, I don't know. Sort of sets it to go only to that pink then, doesn't it? You sort of want something that you can change it up a bit. How about this? Is really nice. This bit of diamond. Put a bit of diamond on there. Glue everywhere. And I've got this bit here with this little butterfly. There's something hooked to it. No, I don't want to put that on there, it's too small. I might put that on there though, I think. Nope, I don't like the colour. Not on that, I don't like the colour. But otherwise, you know, it might have been pretty good. This is a nice... Let me see what else we got here. Too big. Pieces are too big. Excuse me, reaching in front of you. Righto, let's have a look in here. It's one of those bits that you join your jewellery together with. Don't know if I'll ever want to use it for that. Used to do a bit of jewellery, not much anymore. I might use one of these caps. I'll flatten it down and use that. Okay. If this turns off, I'm going to cry. Must be nearly close to being... I mean, time might be nearly up anyway, I'd say. Now, if I put that on there, I would put something else on top of it then. So I've got the sort of basic base of this done. And now all I need to do is fill the rest of it in, because you want to fill it in with as much stuff as you can, so that you've got a little nice little button. So now I've got to go for more colour. I want to put more colour on it, so excuse me, I have to rummage through a few things here till I find a bit of colour for it. I do have lots of little bits and pieces. These are my diamonds, aren't they nice? Too big. Maybe I'll get a little flower out of this one. Sorry about that noise. That's not the dog barking and me fiddling with this thing. I don't know what's going on out there. I hope the neighbour's okay, because I can hear my dogs barking, but hers are usually not around the side of the house there where they are, and she's barking at them, and I don't know what's going on with that. I'll have to go out and check it out later. I wonder how much time I've got left on that thing. I can't use red. Isn't that incredible? With all this stuff that I've got laying here in front of me, I can't see what I want to put on that. That's how it works. Crafting isn't... you're doing things like this. It isn't really that easy, and people, I don't think they take for granted, you know, the fact that these things are... they just can't, they're just done themselves, haven't they? Anyway, because I'm sure this is going to cut out, I'm going to have to say to you that I will have to come back and do a bit more with this later on. Look at this, I've got little hearts that go on your fingernails. Look at that. Now they would look alright on there. That one has got... Oh, I like the one with the... Here we go. They're all going to come out, aren't they? Well, they can go on there. Can't see why not. There. There's for decorating your fingernails, but I don't be doing that. I'm just not going to be able to. Look at that, that works. And I've got to keep putting tiny, tiny bits more in. Look, see how that is? Till I get it all fixed up. And then I'll be happy with it, I guess. I'm sure I will be. Anyway, so there's a few things I've showed you today to do with the page. And like there's a stitch and a bits and pieces. So I'll come back after and talk to you later. Okay, we'll talk to you after. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching.